Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're in the gym right now. I just wanted to say before we hop into this transformation, guys, I really do apologize for not posting as frequently as I would like to. Truth be told, man, it's the off season. You know, that's just part of it. We have been staying busy, but it's one of those things where we work like a full week, do a bunch of jobs, book out a bunch of jobs, and then we look at the weather, and the next week it's damn near about to snow, right? So can't pressure wash in the snow, unfortunately. And you know, to do my style of videos, it has to be, you know, something dope, which I actually do have a video on the way. Actually, you know what? I'll put it in this video. Guys, watch till the end. This is a video so basically what happened is I did have a customer that told me about something in their backyard, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's kind of like an ancient artifact if you wanted to look at it that way. I don't know how ancient you'd want to look at it, but you know, it definitely is pretty cool. So stick around to the end. It's really dope. And I actually had the customer explain while I was recording too, like what it is. But we're gonna go over a driveway, and I do want to make a valuable video for you because you know that's what we do on this channel. So if you like that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I want to talk about what you can be doing to get ready for the 2025 season. It's almost here, guys. Like if you're not putting your seeds in the right place to grow for this season right now, I think it's January 20th, making this video right now, then you are messing up. Do not wait until March and April to start buying your yard signs, start buying your business cards, to start getting your Facebook ads rolling, to optimize your website. It's just not the time at that point. You're already too late. It takes time to build these kind of things. So if you're not working on the things that I'm about to talk about in this video right now, or at least sharing it with your friends too, to make sure they succeed in this pressure washing business, man, you're about to mess up because we are about to do the biggest year, man. I promise you. Like, this is not me just being cocky, having a huge ego, whatever. We are about to do an insane year. I promise you. And if you subscribe, you'll be here for the whole ride. So stick around. And again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's dive in. All right, man. So you got to watch the whole video to see what I found in my customer's backyard. But not only that, to see this amazing value that I'm about to give you that's going to help you this 2025 season. Before we can get started here, so this is a driveway cleaning that we did. This customer called us out. It was actually a real estate agent, and I was super excited because this job was actually booked a month in advance, and I thought this real estate agent was going to be potential reoccurring business for my business. I was super excited because I haven't worked with too many real estate agents, and I'm actually making that a goal of mine this coming season to work with more, you know, B2B, business to business kind of jobs. And I thought it was a house that she was selling, but it ended up being her house. She was selling it, and they were moving to the beach. So awesome for them. Very happy for them, and a great family that I helped clean their property. I'm telling you, a lot of transformations that day, and it was super fun to do it. It actually felt really good outside too. It's been really cold here. That was a day that it got up to I think like 54. So the sun was out, man. I was feeling amazing. I know when spring and summer comes, it's going to be just amazing. It's going to be a great feeling. Anyways, guys, here, let's get into the value. So first thing I got, man, so one thing I'm doing is dialing in my Google SEO, my website, and optimizing my Facebook ads. Now, talking about the Google SEO, guys, you should be doing Google SEO every single day. If you don't have someone you're paying to do it for you, which if you need someone to help do it for you, definitely click that link in the description. We can book a call, talk about it, get pricing. But guys, Google SEO is something that does not happen just overnight. There are quick tricks, but to stay consistently ranking when someone looks up pressure washing near me in your city, you have to spend time with Google SEO. It is not just a one thing fixes all kind of situation. It is something you build over time. Google has to have that trust in your business. And to do that, there are different things that give Google that reassurance that you are a good quality business and you're doing good quality work. Not only on your website, but also off-site SEO. There's two kind of SEOs. And if you don't know what SEO is, that's search engine optimization. I probably should have started there. But you have off-site search engine optimization, you have on-site search engine optimization. And guys, this is something you should literally be working on at any chance you get. If you post videos of yourself, you need to be putting the company name in those videos, like in the description, exactly how it shows up in your Google My Business. That's actually a way you can just automatically start seeing SEO optimization just by doing the things you're already doing, okay? And I know I don't put my company in my videos on this YouTube. That's because this YouTube's like my personal, business to business kind of YouTube. Like, I want to connect with other pressure washing business owners and even people potentially getting into pressure washing. So this is completely separate from my business, but I do have a business YouTube that when I post a video, when I post an Instagram, or when I post anything, I put the exact name that is on my Google My Business into the video in the description, because then Google will make that connection and show that there's reassurance that this is actually a business. So we probably need to push this business in front of customers even more. And not only do they look at the name, but they look at the words surrounding the name. Okay, so let's say, I'm in North Carolina pressure washing, business name. Like, Google has millions and billions of bots that constantly scurry the internet to find different information pieces that tie things together, because Google always wants to be the best search engine. They always want to be the best search engine. So how can they be the best search engine? They have to give good quality results when somebody looks up something on Google. And that's how you can get free leads too. The Google SEO is really a time thing. You don't have to spend a lot of money on Google SEO. It's really a time thing and knowing what you're doing. And that's usually why you have to pay someone to do your SEO, unless you just have a bunch of time in the day or you've done this kind of thing before. And that's really the big thing. You can have all the time in the world, but if you're learning just the basics of website building and it takes you like a month to do that, that's a month that you could have done something a lot more productive. So paying someone to do it usually is the way a lot of people do it. I've been doing this stuff on the computer since I was 17, and SEO optimization, a lot of the things come to me, so that's why I focus on it, and I've increased my ranking substantially since the first day that I started doing this. Second is my website. I actually just updated my website tremendously. It's a whole new experience, a lot better in my opinion than what it was before. It was still good, it was still optimized, but now it just looks even more professional. Got a video on there, everything really cool. Also optimizing my Facebook ads. So guys, also if you need help with Facebook ads, hit the link in the description. I run Facebook ads for multiple pressure washing companies. But guys, Facebook ads are really a testing game, okay? And yes, Facebook ads do cost money, right? But especially in this season that we're in right now, yes, we are getting work, but will I say it's as consistent as it was a couple months ago when we were back in October, November? Absolutely not. We were booking a month in advance, and now we'd be lucky to get a week in advance, just because it is the off season. People are holding out money for when the pollen comes. People just don't want to get their house pressure washed because they think it's going to freeze over. It's just a whole bunch of things, right? But one thing you can do with Facebook ads, even in the off season, is still gauge metrics. Like, you can still sit here and test creatives and everything and see what kind of metrics come back, and kind of give a good idea of what those metrics will mean in a, seller's market, if you will. Like, people are spending money on pressure washing, right, when the time comes. And so I'm trying different things, especially the creatives that are bringing in customers right now. I know when I scale those in the busy season, it's going to really take off, right? So just getting a feel of things, making sure my pricing's right, just really testing as much as possible in my digital marketing space is super key right now, because that is going to be exactly what brings me so much business this upcoming season. Is because, again, we're all glued on our phones. What was on the news just a second ago? I'm not even going to say it just because we're on YouTube now, but, something got banned, right? So, that just shows, guys, we're all on our phones. Well, I think it was like 1.100 million people on the platform. It's insane, man. Like, we're all on our phones these days. So you definitely need to be diving into your digital marketing. And again, if you need help with that, obviously it does cost. So please don't sign the form if you don't realize that. It's not free, guys. I'm sorry. Like, this stuff takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort out of my day. It takes a lot of time away from my daughter. So if this is something you want to dive into, of course you have to pay me for it. But we can talk about pricing and everything like that on a call, and I'd love to help you out. Second thing, getting more commercial work. Guys, this is something I'm actively working on. And I'm going to be honest, it's not something I'm actively working on as much as I need to. But this is something that if I'm driving around, especially in this time right now, it is something that I will stop at a place that if I feel this is somewhere I can get commercial work, I will stop in, drop my business card off, and talk to the right person. Now, I will say with my setup currently, I do not have a tank. I don't have a truck. I am still rocking out the back of a Kia Sorento kind of deal. And does it work for residential? Absolutely. I can knock out, at this point, like 3 properties in a day with my 4 gallons per minute machine that I just got. But I don't have a tank, so it does limit my commercial capabilities by a little bit. And we are going to get that truck this season, don't get me wrong. But it does limit the kind of commercial work we can do. Like, obviously, we can't sit here and do a hotel or something like that unless they have a outside water source that we can hook up to, which most buildings do. But truth be told, it's one of those things that it's a lot easier to do with a tank, and there are jobs that you just need a tank for, right? So, for example, I stopped at an IHOP that I frequently go to, and before I even stopped there, I actually looked on Google Maps and saw that they had a little slot that had a water key. And so I walked in, talked to the lady, and I got the information for the owner that owns multiple IHOPs in my area. And I called them this last week. I'm doing another follow-up call this week. But that's just something that, I'm just planting those seeds, man. That's really what you need to do. Like, ultimately, this is not the time to chill. This is not the time to, do other things. This is the time to focus on your business, because those seeds that you plant right now are going to be the trees that feed you for months to come, that grow those apples that feed you for months to come, and then you end up killing it in the season, and then you're right back to where you were. Whenever it gets slow, you're just chilling on a bunch of money. Like you did really well. Don't sit here and get March, April, and just start scurrying. You start seeing people doing really good. They're out here, doing the things you thought about doing but procrastinated on, and don't think it's just time to, jump at it. Like at that point, the gears are turning. The ball is rolling. The tires are spinning. You should have been in the car before the tires start spinning. You see what I'm saying? So just make sure right now in January, whenever you're seeing this video, or in February, whatever, that you are doing everything you can to prepare for the 2025 season. If that's new uniforms with your phone number a lot clearer, if that's better business cards, better yard signs, better, the stands that say pressure washing in progress, whatever it is, man. And again, and I can't say this enough, like, don't go looking in a million places. Guys, just click the link in the description. Lock in with me. I will get you right in all of those areas. Like, we can talk yard signs. We can talk all that. I sell yard signs, guys. Like, you don't have to go anywhere. I'm right here for you, man. So I'm gonna save you the time. I text you. Now, obviously you have to text me back, but I text you, man. I text everybody. Anyone that fills out my form, I do text them. So check your phone. No, I'm not spamming you. I'm going to send you one text, and if you don't want to get back to me, that's completely fine. You're a grown adult just like me. So, but I will reach out to you, and I will be ready to help you in your business for this upcoming season. And third way, man, is actually, and this is something a lot of people don't talk about, but I'm looking at ways to optimize for business credit, using credit, and making money work for me. So, pressure washing is awesome, man. And, I'm going to do pressure washing as long as possible. But truth be told, pressure washing is not my end game. I basically got into pressure washing in a series of entrepreneurial ventures, right? And pressure washing seemed to be the one that stuck with me. And so the whole idea for the pressure washing business is to grow it beyond belief, but also take the money from my pressure washing and put it into something that will grow in value and that will absolutely do amazing numbers later, like real estate or just planting seeds in different valleys that will grow tremendous trees, if that makes sense. Not saying, taking that money and putting it into like another business or something, like, starting a pressure washing and painting business or something like that. But, taking that money, putting it into different aspects of my pressure washing business, different aspects of just anything I can that's going to grow in wealth. Because, you see a lot of people, man, they're in business for 30 years, they're in business for 40 years, stuff like that. And that's really good. Like, pressure washing is awesome and I love doing it. But guys, we need to think bigger, truly. Like, if we're business owners, that's our job. If we weren't trying to think bigger, we'd be 9-to-5ers, But truly, I got into business for myself to reach uncapped potentials, to reach income beyond belief. And this is not things, you cannot sit here and keep yourself at a steady level just because you found something that works. You need to try different avenues. You need to always be trying to grow. You need to always be trying to reach for new heights. And to do that, you sometimes need investments, and you need things that will grow in value beyond what your pressure washing can actually achieve. And don't set limits on that either. I know people literally making $1 million a year in pressure washing, just in this last month, probably made, someone's 9-to-5 salary just in 1 month. So definitely in the off season, by the way. So definitely do not cap your potential in any way, but always look at ways you can invest that money you're making to make more money. And also business credit. A lot of people don't look at business credit. It's a huge thing. If you can put things on a credit card, especially business credit cards, which have insane limits sometimes. Personal credit is for groceries. Personal credit is for cars, things that people that work a 9-to-5 need. It's personal credit to, I don't make enough, really and truthfully, with my job, but I can put it on this credit card and basically pay it on the monthly. That way I can still get what I want and pay it off over time, and I'm good, right? But business credit is a lot different because they give you a lot more limits. They give you a lot more money because they know you're making money. You're funneling money through your business. And so you're generating, $400,000 a year, $500,000 a year, plus. And so business credit has a lot higher limits. And so it's something you definitely should be shooting for. From my knowledge, and I'm not a master at business credit, but, if you've been in business for a year and you have money flowing through your business checking account, which is actually a big mistake I made, and that's something I am going to work on. Actually, I started working on it this month. Funny thing is, I literally just switched my Square checkout deposit to my business checking. I wasn't doing that. I was literally just running it through my personal checking because I was rocking and rolling, man. That's just, I wasn't thinking about it. And that's a mistake on my part. I definitely wasted months and months and months of quality income that could have been showing up on my business checking, but instead I was mixing it with personal assets. And that's not the best thing it's not the best thing to do. It's actually horrible to do that because you cut your potential back. You just delay your progress. But you live and you learn, and take, my failure or take my mistake and make sure that you are not doing that. Make sure you are taking your money and putting it in your business checking account. If you do not have a business checking account, I highly advise you to get a business checking account. And I'm not a financial advisor, but I highly recommend getting one because that will open doors as your business grows. That will allow you to get work trucks. That will allow you to get, better equipment. And obviously cash flow is awesome. But if you can use credit and end up not spending your cash flow, because cash is always king, then definitely you should do that because sometimes you might not have enough cash to scale your business. So, obviously one truck or 3 trucks is going to be making a lot more than 1 truck. If you can sit here and hire employees and let's say even put their payroll on credit, right? Put their payroll on credit or however you want to do it, man. Not pull money out of your cash flow and essentially use that to scale your business to make more cash flow. It's a no-brainer. So looking at different avenues like that, that's a big goal of mine this 2025 season. And so, yeah, I think I've really talked on everything I've looked at so far. So if you want to follow my journey on that, definitely hit that subscribe button. And like I said, man, this channel is all about adding value, whether that's entertainment, whether that's knowledge. But man, I want everyone to win, and I want us to kill it together. So, guys, if you want to gain that value with me, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. But guys, that's 3 things, man. That's 3 things that's really going to help in the 2025 season. And there's a lot more than that. There's a ton more than that. I'd be here yapping for 2 whole hours, to be honest with you, with the plans I have for this 2025 season. But you don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. If you want to leave a comment, ask questions, that's completely fine. I also do have a Facebook group if you want to join that, link in the description. But yeah, man, we're going to kill it this season. I already know it. I'm going to get new uniforms, going to get new, business cards, yard signs, all that stuff. Just optimizing every little aspect in my marketing to make sure that I am reaching out to every single qualified customer that I possibly can. That is my goal, and I'm going to achieve it, man. There's nothing stopping me. I'm going to 100% do exactly what I need to do to succeed in this 2025 season. And you should have that same attitude. If you have any doubts, throw them out the window, hand them to God, put your faith in God's hands and say, look, I believe in you. Take the wheel. I'm nothing but a vessel. I promise you, if you pray every night on it, it'll happen. It'll happen. I promise you. So, without further ado, man, I hope you enjoyed that value. But I do have a bonus clip at the end of this video if you made it. So, there's actually some really cool, this is actually really something cool that I found in the back of a customer's backyard. And the customer will explain everything about it. And actually blew me away a little bit. When he was explaining it, you actually couldn't see it. But when I got down to it, man, it's actually really cool. So I'll let the video do the talking, man. But I hope you enjoyed. And as always, if you did, leave a like. It really helps support the channel, man. I put tons of time into making videos like this for you and hoping that you make more money. So, hey, man, the least you can do is just drop a like. It really helps out the channel. And as always, man, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Give like an explanation of like what it could be.
Me and my wife moved here about 4 years ago, and kind of exploring the area down this hill here, we found a barrel that probably, from what some other guys said, could have been a steal. And it was probably left here because it's pretty old by a guy that's famous to Johnson County, if anybody knows it, by the name of Percy Flowers. Percy Flowers was a well-known businessman. Yeah. And, you know, for lack of better terms,
right,
a moonshiner. He had an airstrip here, and he would fly his corn liquor to Chicago, New York, kind of dealing with the mobster, mafioso type guys up there because they love the corn liquor. Right. And if anybody is from Johnson County listening to this, you will understand the area now is known as Flowers Plantation, named after Percy Flowers. A lot of them probably know the Percy Flowers grocery store up here on 42 and Buffalo. They do the hot dogs and all of that. But
you said the sister owns it.
The sister, Becky Flowers, owns like pretty much all of this. Hey, I may have a liquor still in my backyard. Yeah. It's in a good pressure washer called Green Eagle. That's right. Let the Green Eagle fly across your house. Yeah. You see my home. Yeah. Oh yeah. Looks brand new. Nice and clean and new and everything like that. So I would definitely recommend it.
Hey, you heard it here. You heard it here first. Yeah. I want to check it out. I just want to like do a little deep dive. Hopefully not bust my ass.
Hey, listen. Go for it, bro. Yeah. At least it's winter time, or you know what we would call an Indian winter here. And the trees are not really grown up real thick.
That you said it's like literally right in the middle right there?
When you get to that creek down there, you'll see a creek. It's maybe about 2.5 feet wide. That barrel will sit right down there.
Okay. Awesome. Well, man, so we are back here. So he said it was somewhere over here. It's like a rusted old barrel. Man, I believe him because this is trying not to get hit by thorns here. There's a lot of stuff in North Carolina, man. I love going to Wilmington because of the Blackbeard lore and stuff. Oh shoot, that might be it right there. Well, I'll be done. I think that's it right there, man. That's cool. I wonder if that's literally what it is too. The man's got age on it. Oh man, that's cool as can be. I wouldn't doubt it. And he said, oh, man, look at how like, I don't know, man. It's kind of odd to me how this is perfectly circular and stuff too, man. I don't know, man. Y'all be the judge. Cause man, we are out in Clayton right now. And man, I would not doubt it if this is something like that. But man, I mean, just look at how it's, you know, formed here. I mean, that's like a perfect circle. I'm assuming you're doing something like that, you would need a pool like this. So, I don't know, man. But hey, if it is what it is, man, we got it on camera. That's what I wake up every day for, is another adventure. So, man, there y'all go. That's awesome. That is really cool. I always say, God gives me the best customers. I really do.